and all you never say. Never make it easier to numb out all the pain. Not like anything was wrong, it never made it right. You're the one to come on strong, so why am I all alone? Here we go again, the same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart, I'll fake it till I break apart. What's it gonna take to look away? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail to let me down. Better stay away before I break now. There's nothing more to say. I'm only days away from a meltdown. Now it's getting colder, driving in my car. Some things never feel the same, don't know where to start. It's not like this is new to me, I really shouldn't care. It's not like you were there for me, so why do I still want you here? Here we go again, the same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart, I'll fake it till I break apart. What's it gonna take before I break? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail to let me down. Better stay away before I break now. There's nothing more to say. I'm only days away from a meltdown. What's it gonna take before I break? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail to let me down. Better stay away before I break now. There's nothing more to say. I'm only days away from a meltdown.
What's on your mind? Off with you. Watch your back. What's up? Keep it real. Yo! Glad I could help!
Speak, friend. Be safe. For the Horde.
I got what you need. Keep it real. Be good. Have a good one.
Hey, Surf, what's up, man? We're still grinding away. Still grinding away.
Kept in the dark. Am I so useless? Mouth folded shut, and I'm feeling restless. All the seams erupt, tearing from the inside, jagged little cuts. It feels like war this time. The ground was bare, I tried to drown. The emptiness couldn't turn it all around. Pull the shutter, see the world fly by, like images on fire. If only I knew better. Show me something real, make me feel alive. Nothing to conceal, dress me up in lies. Everyone's someone, half the speed of light. I don't wanna get it wrong, but it's too late to make it right. Too late. Watching from a distance, in a crowded room, looking over silhouettes, hoping just to find you. All I knew was lost, fading on the outside. No one counts the cost, burning from the inside. All the hype was bought, senses wearing down, finding empty stares. Couldn't turn it all around, lit the fuses, see the world drift by, like shadows in the
I need 2 black pearls. 2 black pearls. Closing on 57. Yeah, well you'll be 60 soon, man. What do you, or I guess you're in TBC though, right? So you gotta go all the way to 70. Hey Matt, what's up, man? Oh, just grinding, dude. The grind is real, man. Yeah, I don't think I think when I can't remember if I streamed publicly. Sometimes I'll stream privately if I'm not like, if I'm like not feeling well or if I'm tired and don't feel like talking, I'll just stream it, but I'll do it private. I don't remember if I did public yesterday. I think I did. But sometimes I will like just stream private and then put the stream public after I log off. It happens. There's some days where I'm just like, man, I don't even want to talk. But yeah, we're just grinding. Still feeling the pain of having I've been using the same weapon since level 25, so gonna be closing on 15 levels using the same weapon. So that's, I didn't anticipate that would happen. I thought I would find more upgrades. So I'm gonna try to hit level 40, and then let's hit level 40. I'm gonna do some fishing and see if we can get a weapon, or if we can find some area that has a lot of treasure chests that spawn or respawn fairly frequently, or we could just constantly farm the chests over and over again. I'm trying to think of any areas, or even maybe even dungeons. I don't even know if there's any dungeons we can go into. I mean, we're gonna get to a certain point where if I don't get an upgraded weapon, we could probably just go into dungeons and solo. I don't know if we could go into, like, you know, because there's gonna be lots of chests in dungeons probably, but I don't know how safe even that would be, you know. Yeah. I mean, I went on a fishing bonanza a couple days ago where I fished up like 10 or 11 mithril boxes and like 8 ironbound boxes, and I opened up all those boxes and I got 2 greens out of all the boxes, and they were both armor. So didn't get any bags either. The other thing too is fishing is really good for getting bags. So, you know, getting 12 slot bags, 14 slot bags is pretty, I don't want to say it's common, but you know, you fish long enough and you're gonna get them. So, you know, not even getting any bags, not getting any weapons, not getting any rings, not getting any neck pieces. All of those things are things we can get that are upgrades, and haven't got any of them. So I'm kind of stunned as to how bad my RNG has been. But we'll keep going, keep grinding, man. Eventually, you know what I think is gonna happen is we're not gonna get like a green item or something. We're gonna get like a blue or an epic item. I'm convinced when I do get, I'm convinced I'm gonna get, because the RNG's been so bad, I'm convinced that the universe is going to balance it out by giving me some sort of crazy blue or epic drop from a chest. And I don't like two-hand weapons. I just don't. I don't like the slow swing speed, and I love dual wield, like, you know, like rogue setup, like a slow main hand, one-hand weapon and a fast off-hand weapon. Yeah, I know, the Raptor Jesus has just been Raptor kick me in the nuts. It's been really bad, man. Well, it's almost 42 gold. And we have a long ways to go to get the gold for my mount too. These guys are good to farm though, because they do drop a lot of this stone and stuff that actually sells for pretty decent money. I'm gonna turn my pet's growl off, and we're gonna face tank some of these mobs. I'm actually, when I hit level 40, I'm thinking about respecking and picking up counterattack, just to give me another button to press. We'll see how well I can like mitigate damage here by tanking. Now, he hasn't hit me much. I mean, I dodged like 3 attacks there. Just dodged another one. That's 4 dodges, I think. I don't think I parried any of that. There's another dodge. Man, I wish I could get my parry rating up. At 60, we remove the restriction for gear. So like at 60, I'll be able to, you know, the gearing restriction is only for leveling to 60. Once I get to 60, that'll change. Because we're gonna need to be able to get gear from dungeons and stuff to,
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
so that we can become effective in groups. Oh, I actually have an unspent talent point. Shit. I didn't realize that. I did not realize that. And we could put the talent point into trap mastery. In trap mastery, and then put our next talent point into counterattack. Then we wouldn't have to respec. And we'd have counterattack at level 40. Or we could just put it into monkey. Oh. Wait a minute. We're down to Unleashed Fury. Dude. Fuck that. We're going straight into pet damage, man. Oh, but we still need improved aspect. Okay, so we've gotten down into Unleashed Fury here, so this is good. God, I still want to get freaking aspect only. And of course, you know, bestial swiftness is really good too. Let's get bestial swiftness. It's gonna let us engage in combat much quicker. It'll save us a lot of time on getting into combat. You can see look how much faster my pet is. He's like zipping around now. He's very fast. My pet is very quick. Yeah, he's getting abused, and this is actually kind of dangerous. Like these, it takes me. My weapon is so bad that you're starting to see it really. It's starting to shine, and not in a good way. You know what I mean? So I think we're definitely gonna probably bug out of here. I would like to knock out the quest where I don't think it's not efficient. The time to kill the TTK right now is so bad because my weapon is so bad. So I think what we're gonna do is we just have to get. I hate to do it because it's gonna take us a while, but if we grind raptors, we can do about 2 hours. We can probably level to 40 in 2 hours, grinding raptors, and we'll make money, which is good. So I think that's gonna be a better option for us right now. I think it's gonna be a better option for us right now.
Need help?
I don't think I need element. I don't think elemental earth is required or anything. Let me take a look. Also, we need to do some leather working. Comfortable leather hat, dusky boots. It's gonna be an upgrade for us, probably. I don't know where we learned dusky boots from, though. I don't know if it's just a standard recipe. Swift boots, can't make. Yeah, the dusky boots I think is a recipe. But once we get to like 42 or 43, we can farm the tough scorpion recipes from Tenaris, and then we'll be putting together our first male set, which is a tough scorpion set, which is going to be really good for us because the armor. I mean, we're going to be going from armor like this, which is like 113 armor, to like this, which is going to be 245 armor. So we're going to get a huge increase in armor, which is going to really help us when we want to face tank a little bit. And then of course we're going to get dragon scale gauntlets at level 40 as well. These are nice. The crit strike is nice. And that's going to require, that. Tough scorpion gloves. Yeah, we'll definitely go with the dragon scale over those. Gauntlets of the Sea. Now these require globe of water. I don't know where to get globe of water from. I don't know if that's a drop. Is it fishing? What is this? Sack of spoils. Okay, so it's fished. It's actually a fished item. Interesting. But that's a very dangerous area to fish in, I can tell you right now. So that's not something we'll probably be feel friendly. It's pretty cool though, Gauntlet of the Sea. I've never actually crafted that before, so that would be something we might want to look into just for fun, just because I've never done it before. And the big voodoo stuff is intellect based. So we'll be using the tough scorpion set, all the way to 50 probably. Ooh, the helm of fire. We won't. Oh, we could get the helm of fire. It's just heart, fire, and core of earth. We can get those items as drops. Off just elementals, right? Yeah. And the helm of fire is nice because it's got a really nice use effect where it throws a fireball that does pretty good damage. It also has 17 agility, so this is something we're definitely going to want to craft. The helm of fire. This is a really good item. 17 agility, 10 stamina, plus that fireball. It's a 15-minute cooldown, which is not bad. Actually, for a World of Warcraft crafted item that has a cooldown on it, 15 minutes is actually pretty good. A lot of times they're like 30-minute cooldowns, so 15 is actually fairly decent. That's like, it's just not bad. It's not bad. And then Dragon Scale Breastplate. The nice thing about Dragon Scale Breastplate is just the use effect on this is so strong. Dragon Scale Breastplate has an on-use effect that absorbs 600 magical damage. Now, the nice thing about that is I've actually leveled a melee hunter to 60 in hardcore before, but it was the community-based hardcore before hardcore servers existed. And I actually was a Dragon Scale Leatherworker, and I crafted this, and it actually, I think, saved my life, or at least in certain situations where I was in a dangerous situation, it definitely helped significantly. Because what will happen is you'll be fighting like a melee mob, or maybe two melee mobs, and you'll aggro like a caster. So you got this caster sitting back there throwing fireballs at you or something while you've got 2 melee mobs on you. That's a really ugly situation to be in. But with this chest piece, you just pop the use effect. It absorbs 600 magical damage, and that'll absorb like 3 different spells. So this mob will be back there casting like, 3 spells at you. And by the time he casts 3 different spells and you absorb every single one, then he's pretty much blown through most of his mana pool. So it's a really nice, definitely a really nice on-use effect. I don't think we need solemn. I'm just trying to look through. I'm trying to make sure that I don't sell anything that we need for crafting, and it looks like, yeah, I don't think so. Most of this stuff I kind of know what it is. Any kind of elemental stuff we're not going to be selling. Obviously, any pearls we're not going to sell. Of course, leather, we won't sell any of that stuff. I don't, Guardian Stone, isn't that from phase 4? The Might of the Timber Maw. Damn. With 21 strength, that's not bad. Where's the Green Dragon scale? Here. Green Dragon scale is spirit-based. Yeah, the bad part about Dragon Scale of the working is they really don't have a lot of Dragon Scale recipes, unfortunately. And the ones that they do have, some of the better ones, like the Black Dragon Scale set, it requires the fiery cores and the lava cores, so we'll never be able to craft that stuff. And even the enchanted leather, we won't be able to get enchanted leather either. So, you can forget Black Dragon. Even the Blue Dragon Scale requires enchanted leather. So that's not going to be doable. Chest piece would be doable though. But of course it does have 50 attack power. Anyway, it's interesting. That's one of the things that WoW Classic could definitely, like Classic Plus, if they come out with Classic Plus, another thing I would focus on for Classic Plus would be to definitely increase, I don't think, it would be definitely to increase the amount of recipes, the amount of things you can do with crafting, because it's really pretty awful. Like you can't, like if you're like, you can't even make a bow in World of Warcraft, like how bad is that? There's no profession that allows you to craft a bow, it's like just ridiculous. And an amazing oversight on Blizzard's part, I think. Don't think we need deep rock salts. No, we don't.
Be careful.
So we're at 43 gold. Got a long ways to go for our mount. Yeah, counterattack really isn't that good. I mean, it's really not great for melee. It's like, the bad part about counterattack is we've got to put another talent point into this tree to get to it, which means we're going to lose out on 2 talent points, which we need to get Bestial Wrath, but that's a 60 talent, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, exactly. White card vote, you can make a gun. Yeah, you can definitely make guns, right? Oh, we got some strength and agility. These scrolls, they're not very strong, but man, they help. Every little bit helps. These are the one luxury I allow my character the ability to just, use these scrolls. These little mini buffs help. We don't need thick armor kits, do we? Green whelp scales. I don't even know what we can make with green whelp scales. Hey, what's up? The grind is it, dude. It's grindy. That's all I can say. The grind is grindy. You know what? This is gonna be bad, but I'm gonna pull out the owl, man. We haven't used the owl much. I think let's bring out our great horned owl. We're hoping that this little mascot is gonna bring us some RNG luck because we need some, man. We need some luck.
See you around.
We gotta try anything we can to get some RNG on our side. I know. I wonder how many hours I've fished.
Need help?
It's been a lot. Like, I've definitely fished a lot. The last time I did any kind of last time I did like 3 hours fishing, like I said, I ended up with like 10 or 11 mithril bound boxes and like 8 iron bound boxes. I'm like, man, surely I'll get something in these boxes, you know? And I didn't. I was so disappointed. I mean, I made a pretty good amount of money. I did get a couple green items, but they were like I got like a chest item and shoulder item, I think. Alright, we're gonna, at least we got some scrolls. We're gonna do some serious buffing. Go ahead and get rid of my goblin fishing poles. Let's burn through these just to clear inventory space. This library script, what the heck is this even for? I don't think I need that item anymore. I don't think we need this. Ooh, did the game freeze? Wow, it looked like WoW froze. Ooh, I hope that doesn't kill me. Ooh, that was weird. The game reloaded. It did like a reload. That was really weird, man. Well, actually, it's not lucky though because it was like sometimes when the game freezes, it's just something weird. When you're in the air, it'll drop you. So you never want to see it do that while you're on it, while you're flying in the air, because I've had it happen where it'll dismount you in the air and you'll just fall to your death. So that was really scary. I've died. I've never died in hardcore that way, but I've died in regular, just non-hardcore, where I've been on a mount flying and the game crashed or something, or, like crashed. Log back in, and you're in the air, and you fall to the ground, and die. Interesting though, the client did a reload. Did you see that? The game doesn't usually freeze and then do a client reload. That was. I wonder if they've changed some code on the WoW client to try to recover from that kind of a frozen state or something by reloading the client. Maybe if we find some different music to put in our music playlist, something that's going to give us. We need something that's going to give us some good luck, some good RNG luck. Because we've had such bad luck, man.
City hums, it knows my secrets. I'm awake, tangled in regrets. Every scar I try to hide led me here, nowhere to run.
I saw Zaryu is leveling now, and I also noticed he was already like in his 40s, and I'm like he just started his character, as far as I know, fairly recently. He's already in his 40s, which I've seen these streamers like creating characters, and they're getting boosted. Like they're like getting groups together, and they're like kind of boosting, pretty. I don't want to say boosting as much as like it's not really boosted, but I mean they have people that they know that they can group with. So the thing on this server, which is good, is you can't just spam. Like you cannot spam dungeons over and over again on this server. Once you do a dungeon, it's on cooldown, I believe, for like. Let me ask the guild chat. I think it's like is it a 24-hour? How often can you run? How often can you run dungeons? Is it once per day? I think it is once per day. So yeah, you can run each dungeon once per day. So, which is nice. That's a nice thing that they did on the servers. Prevent people from just boosting. One thing I hate seeing is like, I know Cargos, like they would get on a server and they would just get cleave groups together, especially when they were doing like Burning Crusade, and they would just run through and they just would do the same dungeon over and over and over again, and just get like a group with like two warriors, two mages, and like a healer or something, and just cleave the heck out of, pulls. And I feel like, I don't know. I feel like that takes some of the fun out of leveling, Like, to me, like, leveling is like exploring the different zones, doing some of the quests, seeing the world. If you do cleave groups like that, you can literally sit in one zone and, like in the Burning Crusade, you actually level from like, 68, 58 to like 64. You could literally do like 6 levels or 5 levels just in that first zone in TBC. And then you move on to the next dungeon and do the next 3 levels, and you know, before you know it, you're max level, and you haven't even hit 3 or 4 of the zones. I love this song. If you guys don't know, this is actually Nagrand music from TBC. It's such a one of my favorite zones in WoW, and TBC is the Nagrand. I don't know why, but I've always loved that zone. I think a lot of the reasons I love that zone was because of the music. Let's try some different music. Let me try this song. Ghostlands. Yeah, we all remember this song from WoW. Definitely don't want to hear that. Hmm. I really wish pets would like in Black, like how they do in Black Desert Online. I really wish pets would loot in WoW. Like I wish they would even sell. Like I would pay money. Blizzard, if you're listening, I would straight up pay money for a pet that would loot for me. I mean, I'd give you $20 right now if you just give me a pet that could just loot, so I don't have to loot mobs. Man, I would just totally would pay for that. But I actually, that's one of one of the monetization things that I actually do like. I think having pets that you can buy that have functionality, I think that's a good way for games companies to make money, and I don't have a problem with that at all. Like, I don't mind buying a pet that's going to be like, oh, it's going to loot for me, and then maybe it'll give me like a slight bonus. Maybe it'll give me a slight XP bonus. I mean, who cares, right? Not like a huge bonus, like, oh, you get 5% extra XP while this pet's out. I mean, some people would say, well, that's pay to win, but I'm like, not really. I mean, everybody has access to get it. I mean, it might cost like $20 or something, but it's not. It's so small that it's not like a huge deal. Oh, 5%, whatever. It helps, but it's not like a make or break thing. You know what I mean? It's not gonna make you like drastically like level faster than somebody else just because, oh, I got 5% more experience. I mean, it helps, but it's not like massive. But it's more just like having a pet, which is cool. Here's the cosmetic aspect of having like a cool little pet to have with you, and then if it also loots mobs for you, like loots, then you don't have to like pick up stuff. That's another nice benefit. So, Black Desert has done that with their pets, and I think it's cool. I think it's a good thing. I love Theramore. I love the swamp one. It has this kind of like bluish grayish tint to it, like at nighttime. So I guess I love the Theramore Island at night. I think it looks cool.
kept in the dark. Am I so useless? Mouth folded shut, and I'm feeling restless. All the seams erupt, tearing from the inside, jagged little cuts. It feels like war this time. The ground was bare, I tried to drown. The emptiness couldn't turn it all around. Pull the shutter, see the world fly by like images on fire. If only I knew better. Show me something real, make me feel alive. Nothing to conceal, dress me up in all the lies. Everyone is someone, half the speed of light. I don't wanna get it wrong, but it's too late to make it right. Too late.
Yeah, see, my pet's so much faster now. That's gonna help our leveling a little bit because we're gonna be able to get these combat pulls started a lot quicker, which is nice.
Looking over silhouettes, hoping just to find you. All I knew was lost, fading on the outside. No one counts the cost, burning from the inside. All the hype was bought, senses wearing down.
Oh, nice.
Empty stare,
Two-hand, yep.
couldn't turn it all.
It's 1.77 gold just for that nice little mace drop.
See the world drift by.
Very nice, very nice. Yes, indeed.
Thinking I could change it. Show me something real, make me feel alive. Nothing to conceal, dress me up in all the lies. Everyone is someone, half the speed of light. I don't wanna get it
This is going to be a serious grind to 40. Like it's going to take at least 2 hours probably to work through this. It's half a level probably. Ooh, level 36 died. Oh, and they're in our guild too. Look at that, level 36 elf core. They died in the dead mines. Are they trying to solo the dead mines or something? Level 36 just died in the dead mines. Interesting. Look, we were like in the dead mines. Someone said trying to solo? I don't know. And then there's the person who died of leprosy. Look, he like, come on. Get back on the, yeah. Oh, he's died already. So this guy died at level 30 and at level 36. If you're dying at 30 and 36 in hardcore, you probably, I don't know, man. he wanted a mace from Dead Mice? Interesting. Shit, he got seen, had like 20 mobs on him. Damn. Holy cow, this is like gonna take forever, man. This is gonna take forever to get to 40 this way. But I don't know if... Yeah, we do have the... We could... Lizard Wings... We do have some quests we can do, and let's go ahead and what we'll do is we'll just level here till our inventory gets full, and then we'll go to Desolus, and you can finish out 40 maybe in Desolus. There's some quests there. I don't know if I have down the Scarlet Path. I think it's available though.
Day is late, my path remains.
How do you die by falling in Searing Gorge? Even if you fall down,
I couldn't stay
maybe he walked through that or he got feared through the. I don't know.
the same.
I wonder where he fell.
Sign of life, far from
Oh yeah.
home,
Oh
but
yeah.
not today.
Yeah, I've seen people die that way.
Done some
In Searing Gorge, there's these 3 towers there, and people will jump off the tower, and they'll miss the ledge. Also, the ledge has a yeah,
blood red light,
especially the far one.
angry sea, light the way for me. Today is not a day for words. This house is not a place.
Also, you can walk through the bridge. Fall as well. Go for where? Purchase meat. Good stone.
Tunnel dark, secrets low. Stepping through the storms. Frigid tide receding.
It's funny. He died from falling, so he's now leveling a priest because he says, "I'm not gonna die to falling again." He's like, "I'm just gonna level a priest." He's like, "I won't die to falling." I'm like, "Well, better get some feathers." He goes, "I already stocked up on some."
Arches rise, worn with time. All will live, all will die, all will love.
grind is real, man. The grind is real. You can see my pet is still only doing 20% of the overall damage, but over the next 5 levels that's going to change quite a bit because all of my next 5 talent points are going into pet damage, increased pet damage. And he's going to start to hit harder and harder every level. We could also pull out, although I like Furious Howl, but just for something different. I've been toying with the idea of taming one of the spiders over here, just for fun. Of course, he won't. You know, it'll take me a little bit to get his abilities ranked up. But I've never really ran with a spider pet too much. I don't like spiders in real life. You know, I don't like snakes. Don't bother me, but man, I hate spiders. Like, I'm not a spider person, man. So I've never really wanted to have like a spider pet, you know, as a hunter, but what is this? Vanilla Warcraft logs characters US main creek chat. What is this? What is this link he's giving us? Chadson? I don't even know what this is. Is he like linking? I don't understand, like, is he like link this guy? Did this guy just literally blah blah blah? Literally link his profile in WoW just to brag about how I speedrun with top world guilds. Little boar. So whatever. So this guy just linked like his profile, just so he could say this is how good I am, I guess, you know. But also I think he's trying to say I know what I'm talking about. He's trying to tell this person that rare mobs on this server aren't very strong, and they're not very strong, so. We've got a fun, interesting conversation going on in guild chat. You gotta love it, man. You got a clueless player who has no idea what they're talking about, and a player who has a lot of experience in the game who doesn't know what they're talking about, and the clueless player is basically just telling the other player that he doesn't know what he's talking about, and it's like, yeah. Sorry. Classic example of immaturity. Not wanting to just admit that you don't know what you're talking about. You'd rather just argue. This is too good, though. Let's, Here. There we go. What's he get? Crimson, you legit started posting logs because of rare debate. And then Vindal says, I'm just ignoring you now because I don't wish to escalate. I gave you what you asked for. May you all stealth past difficult challenges. All I'm saying is I can kill more rares than any of you. Chadson looks good. Hunger and Cold lead. Guys, Vindel speedruns with top world guilds. Look at this guy's a bot. The caps. I also have YouTube videos of world first killed EverQuest 2. Look, now this guy's just throwing out bragging shit, right? He's just throwing out stuff like, look at me, I've got world first. Good times, right? I love when people start bragging in guild chat, right? Look at me, I've done world first. Look at me, I've done this, I've done that. I mean, it's you know, people get excited. They want to share their accomplishments, right? So nothing wrong with that, I guess. You know, we haven't done our death clips video. Is there any let's see if there's any like high level death clips. I love watching people die. I love watching these death clips where like high level characters die for like really stupid reasons. Wow, look at now this guy's saying I love how ignorant you are. Jeez. Wow. And the person grabs popcorn. I mean, he just put his 2 cents in, no issue with responding. Oh, you can't. Now you. I'm just posting stupid shit in the guild chat just because I'm so bored killing raptors. I'm so bored killing raptors, so I'm just posting stupid shit in guild chat just to entertain myself, right? You gotta love it, man. I'm just This is like so pathetic though. Like let's see what it says. I hate when I see that though in games. Like this Crimson person's being basically kind of a jerk. You know, like being a jerk, and so the other player got tired of him being kind of a jerk, and so he ignored him. And now the Crimson player is saying like, "Oh, he ignored me. What a child." You know, "Oh, he ignored me. Ha ha, ha, so funny. He ignored me." And then other people who maybe didn't weren't in on the beginning of the conversation now think that this other person was like being stupid. And I'm like, he had every right to ignore Crimson. Crimson was being just a little childish kid, being like basically a crying little baby. Just I mean, I almost ignored him just because I was sick of listening to his stupid shit, you know. But I didn't because I'm like, wow, I don't need to ignore anybody. But I hate that kind of crap, you know, like people like come in like, oh, this other person's, you know, really because if you see the whole context, Crimson was basically just being a stupid child, you know. And he was also being combative, like very combative, while the other person wasn't being combative at all. He was just trying to be friendly and helpful. And Crimson was like, dude, no, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. You're an idiot. What are you saying? You know, just really like all this like negativity, you know. And so the guy ignores him because he's being all a jerk. And now he's trying to gaslight him, like stupid shit, man. This is the world that we've come to, man. It's a sad world we live in, man. Oh my god, this leveling is so slow here. This is so slow. We're gonna have to get out of here and go do some quests. The only way, like, you want the time, you want 15-second kills here. Like, if you're gonna level like on Raptors here and you're gonna make it be fairly efficient, you want to drop them in 15 seconds or less. If you can get it down to like 10 seconds, then you're talking, you know, decent speed. But it's taking me, you know, 25 seconds to kill these guys. Watch. So we send the pet, right? And I know it's about, and I'll start the timer once we get them into the trap, right? Right. So the timer starts now. Because the trap is a 15-second trap. And because I'm a melee hunter, because of the way I pull, that also makes it slower. If you were a regular ranged hunter, you'd be shooting arrows, and so this mob's gonna die pretty quickly. This mob died in about 16 seconds. But there's the additional like 5 seconds of just dropping the trap, sending my pet. So it's still really around 20 seconds from sending my pet to getting him down, which is just too slow. If we could trim like 5 seconds off of that, it would be quite a bit better. And then pull one onto me.
Everything you never do, and all you never say, never make it easier to numb out all
I'm just debating on whether I want to go here or not. I mean, we can do the Bone Collector and the Roundup. Yeah, let's do it. We can also do Down the Scarlet Path. There's also the Ectoplasm quest as well.
What's it gonna take to look away? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail to let me down. Better stay away before I break now. There's nothing more to say. I'm only days away from a meltdown. Now it's getting colder. Driving in my car. Some things never feel the same. Don't know where to start. It's not like this is new to me. I really shouldn't care. It's not like you were there for me. So why do I still want you here? Here we go again, the same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart. I'll fake it till I break apart. What's it gonna take before I break? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail to let me down. Better stay away before I break now. There's nothing more to say. I'm only days away from a meltdown.
I'm just wondering if we shouldn't make the turtle scale breastplate. We lose 15 agility though, which is a shit ton. So I don't think so. God, it's too bad that this doesn't have agility. Yeah, they really should have added a lot more leatherworking recipes in WoW. There's way too few. I think that's one thing that they're gonna miss on Classic Plus. I think they're gonna focus so much on the world and like additional quests and maybe additional like, I don't know, like stupid shit like they did with Season Discovery, like, oh, let's give classes different abilities, which is, I mean, don't stop pulling stuff from retail. Like, nobody wants to see you just rehash shit that you've already done. That's the problem with Season. That was one of the biggest problems with Season Discovery in my mind, is it's not like you really invented that much that was new. Like, 80% of the content you just pulled from retail. You just said, oh, we've got these skills in retail, let's just pull them into Season Discovery. You added a few new skills, but most of the stuff was just pulled from retail. But where they're going to miss out is fleshing out stuff that has nothing to do with the the characters, like leveling and abilities. And I'm talking stuff about like professions and like maybe like reputations and different things that they don't have to do straight up with like your character's talents and skills. But I think they'll miss the boat on that stuff, but we'll have to wait and see. Blizzard's not very bright. I don't know how you can make a game like World of Warcraft and... Well, the thing is, the people that made WoW, most of the people that made the original WoW are gone. They're not even at the company anymore, so...
You need something?
You need something? Safe travels.
What's my leatherworking at? We need to be two. Okay, so we are high enough level now with leatherworking that we can pick up the leatherworking quest line in Feralus. The only thing is, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to be high enough level yet to do that area. I don't know what... Yeah, we're going to have to hit Feralus and find out. Let's just get to 40 really quick, and then we can hit Feralus and see what we're looking at with the leatherworking. I kind of was hoping to get more actual leather. Ooh. Priest died, level 53. They were ungilded Ash Priest. That's a cave death probably. Ungoro Thunder. Yeah. Cave death probably. Yeah, that's a dangerous cave. That cave in Ungoro Crater when there's those gorillas are in there. They can really kind of gank you. The weird part about those gorillas in that cave is I've seen where like you're fighting a gorilla and all of a sudden like two come out of nowhere and like just jump you, and like and they didn't spawn next to you. They just, whatever reason, just ran over and attacked you. I've actually seen that happen. It's quite possible that the player aggroed them and reset them, and as they were resetting, I don't know, maybe they reset to a point. I don't know. I've seen some weird stuff in that cave. I've almost died in that cave many times where gorillas for some reason attacked me, and I was nowhere near them, and I'm like, why are these guys even attacking me? I don't know if the gorillas do a shout that taunts the other ones. I think they do, but it's just maybe the range of it's bigger than I expected. Did we see? You know what? Now's a good time to look at the worst death ever. Let's see. I hate Twitch because it always plays frickin'. Because it always plays all these damn advertisements. On May 1st, new movie. There's sharks. There's water. True fear. Oh my god, it's a shark. Big screen. Look, lots of sharks. Many sharks. Oh, does he have music? Yeah, he's got stupid, like, techno shit. Oh, he died to a disconnect. Oh no, this guy died to a disconnect. You gotta be kidding me. Let's check it. Okay, I don't like to, like, look at streams or videos while I'm in game, even if I'm at a flight location. I just don't ever want to risk any weird thing happening. So let me just log out at the end real quick before we look at some of these clips. And we can grab down the Scarlet Path. Yeah. Come on, Griffin. Find your landing port. Come on, break. There you go. You made it. All right. Let's go ahead and pick up this quest. We're down the Scarlet Path, and we got plenty of junk in our inventory here. We'll use some of these scrolls, and I'll clear up some inventory space. Yes, down the scarlet path.
King's honor, friend.
Okay, we're still resting here, so we're in the end. Let's log out. Let's take a look at this. This is like, this guy died to a disconnect. I can't play the audio because he's got some awful, like, techno. So he's standing here, he charges. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's a level 46 warrior. Is he going to be dead? He shouldn't be dead when he logs back in. No, he's not dead. He's got, he's got quite a bit of health. He does have 2 mobs on him, so he needs to run. Right here, so right here when he logged back in, like if this was me, I'm just telling you, if this is me and I was in this situation, I would immediately like reset because you're fighting 2 mobs and you're a warrior, so you're going to take some damage. But the other thing is you've got this other hyena here that could aggro, and then you got 3 mobs on you. And I don't know how powerful his warrior is, if he's got the whirlwind axe and all that. So maybe this isn't an issue for him, but let's find out. He's got 2 mobs. He's backpedaling. Probably trying to get some distance between him and the hyena. But already his health's at half. Remember, he's at half health. So at this point, he should proc your healing potion. But here's another problem. He doesn't have any healing potions. You can see here his greater healing potion on his bar here is 0. His superior healing potion here is 0, which never in hardcore should... You don't ever want to be like leveling in hardcore without a healing potion. So, and there's really no excuse not to have healing potions. Like, he's got a speed potion here too. He can proc that. He's also got target dummies. He's also got, well, don't pop retaliation. One thing I see warriors do all the time is when they get low on health, they figure, I'm just going to pop retaliation. Well, yeah, it helps you do more damage, but what's better to pop is defensive stance, equip a sword and shield. Like, go into, like, there's so many situations where if you have 2 mobs on you and your health gets down to like maybe 40%, you can literally just pop defensive stance, throw on a sword and shield, start shield blocking, and just grind the mobs down, right? Also, he's got fear up as well, so he could fear and, bandage. Although I'm not sure the fear works against the elemental. I think it does. It does. I so badly want to play this, but I don't want to hear the music, so it'll demonetize my stream. Yeah. Now he's going to throw his target dummy, but he's still already, and he's got no healing potions. This is just, it just blows my mind that you could be playing hardcore and not have healing potions. Okay, so the other thing I see warriors do is, since warriors do a lot of damage, I see warriors stay in fights low on health because they just figure they can blow mobs up really quickly, which I don't play warrior a lot, or I do play warrior, but when I play warrior, I don't do 2-hand, like, kind of, I usually go with more of a dual wield fury build, and I use my defensive stance a lot. So in situations where my health's low, I almost always will swap to defensive stance because it's just safer. So he's killed 1 mob. He's still got a pretty good amount of health pool. Oh, you can see him doing an ad for Kicking Horse Coffee, which I actually like. Kicking Horse Coffee. Kind of funny. Oh, no. Oh, man, look at his face, dude. Look at his face. Oh, my God. Here, hold on a second. All right. I still want to play this, but it's going to demonetize my stream. He's like, shit, dude, shit. All right. He's dead. Oh, no. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. When he gets back in, he's going to be dead. There's too much time has gone by. He'll be dead. Oh, he's not. Oh, no, he's fine. He's not dead. He got his target dummy down. He's got health. Oh, I'm surprised. I thought he'd be dead. He's bandaging. Oh, it's going to put him to sleep. What's going to happen is it's going to come over and it's going to put him to sleep. No, come on. Where's the sleep? He went for the... Okay, he's got the bleed. Ren. Demoralizing shout. Oh, no, another... Oh, my God, another disconnect? Now he's definitely dead. Now he's... Yeah, warriors aren't special for you, but now he's definitely dead. But can you imagine disconnecting 3 times in a row? I've never even had that happen to me, like ever. Is his internet connection taking a dump or what? This is I feel sorry for the guy to die like this. This is a terrible way to die. But you could see that he does really good damage. So he was completely safe in that situation. When I was watching his damage there, like without these disconnects, he would have killed those mobs with ease, like with ease. So there was no danger for him in this situation. The only danger was the disconnects. Oh, and look at, he knows he's dead. All right, we got to play the audio. We got to play the audio. This is gonna demonetize my stream, but
Holy shitballs.
we got to hear what he's saying. This is too good not to hear it.
What the fuck? Why do we keep DCing? What is going on? Connect! Connect! We're dead. No!
Don't cancel. Well, he canceled. You see how he canceled?
We're fucking dead, man.
Yeah, he's dead.
What the hell?
Oh, he can't even get back in. Like, it's not even...
Yo, god damn it.
Level 46 Kagho.
That is some shit, bro.
He didn't get too mad. I give him props for not losing his temper. I would have been
Fucking
good.
DC death.
He didn't lose his temper that much. I give him props for that. I would have been a little bit more irritated. I'm not gonna lie, I would have been pretty pissed.
Oh, you get an email from them.
Yeah, that was just really bad. We got a comment. Where is it worst? Yeah, let's read. Yeah, that was bad luck, man. Sorry to see you go down like that. And then let's Hardcore Scarlet Monastery. I don't. Okay. Everybody hates Murlocs. Oh, he's doing like an unarmed warrior. Did he die? Cry. He must have died. So this guy actually was called Nico Fist, and he was leveling a warrior where he could wear a shield, but he couldn't use any weapons, so he's just punching. Which it takes, you have to be crazy. I'm sorry, but if you're gonna try to level to 60 just punching mobs in the face, that I would never even attempt that. You know, that's just that's.
Oh my god, you guys are annoying.
Yep. Welcome to hating Murlocs, bro. It's a non-exclusive club.
Fuck
It's most everybody.
me. No. I can't do this.
See how he's
Shit.
See how he's still swinging? Do you see how he's still swinging at the Murloc? Because he keeps swinging at the Murloc, he keeps resetting the leash, so the Murloc will never stop chasing him. So in this situation, the easy thing to survive this encounter for him would have just been to target himself and run away, and he would have been fine. So,
Oh my god, you guys.
so right here, all you do is you target yourself and keep running away, and they'll just reset, and you'll be fine. But because he
They're
doesn't
annoying.
target himself, and he keeps hitting them, he keeps resetting the leash, so they just keep chasing.
Yep.
And you can see even when you're facing the opposite direction of the Murloc, you can see he's still swinging at them. So that's one of the weird things about WoW is it'll actually let you swing sometimes and hit mobs when you're not even facing them.
Welcome to hating Murlocs, bro.
See, he just swung again. He hit the Murloc for 3 damage. Then he swung again.
It's a non-exclusive club.
Fuck
Most everybody.
So he just doesn't understand the leash mechanics. Because I think he's trying to run away to get away, but he keeps hitting him. So, yeah, he's gonna die here.
No. I don't.
You gonna
I
die,
can't
buddy.
Do this. Shit! Stop hitting him.
Yeah, he said stop hitting him. Well, don't target him. See that? Don't target him. You have him targeted.
Please.
2%?
Please.
Dead.
No way. Oh, I can't believe this, man.
The worst part is since he is doing like fists only, like just to get to level 13, just punching mobs in the face as a warrior, that's a pretty good grind. So he probably already put a significant amount, and that was 4 days ago. He probably put a significant amount of of grind, and just target yourself. Just target yourself and run, and they will reset since you had the Murloc targeted. You hit him a few times, extending the leash. So that was the easy death to avoid. You see a lot of warrior deaths. The one thing I see with warrior deaths a lot, and I love warriors, man. I've leveled warrior to 60 a couple times. It's really fun, actually. Is one thing you see warriors get a little bit overconfident in their ability to out DPS death. You know what I mean? Like, there's a situation where thinking, well, I'm low on health, it doesn't matter. I'm a warrior. I do tons of damage. I'm just gonna like blow this mob up and I'll be fine. And 9 times out of 10, or maybe even 19 times out of 20, that works. But there's that one time where you'll miss a couple times, like especially if you're a two-hand wielding warrior, and you'll swing a couple times and you'll miss, and then all of a sudden you don't blow up the mob because you missed a couple times and the mob kills you. And I've seen that happen a lot. Or you miss a couple times, then maybe the mob parries the third attack. So you go like maybe 3 or 4 attacks where you don't land a single hit, which is really rare. But when that does happen, when you're low on health, it can get you killed. And you see that a lot with warriors. And that's why instead of doing that in those situations, if you just have a sword and a shield with you, what you do is you switch to the sword and shield, go defensive stance, and use shield block, and just revenge your way out. And it's a no-brainer. You'll never die, basically. But most warriors don't do that because they have this DPS mindset of, I just want to blow shit up. I don't want to sit here and sit back and make a fight that normally takes 5 seconds to finish off or 3 seconds to finish off turn into a 10 or 15 second battle with defensive stance. Even though doing it with defensive stance is 100% chance you're not going to die. But because it takes so much longer, most warriors, they don't really want to do that. So it's just interesting. Different mindsets, He's only level 31? Really? Forget that. Let's just do the bone collector and the roundup. It's getting late. It's already 4:20 in the morning. I kind of wanted to get to bed at 5. That would only give me 30 more minutes. I need to kill the buzzards because I need the buzzard meat for that quest in the Badlands. As you can see, just giving my wolf like bestial swiftness has made such a huge difference. I can now pull mobs so much quicker because he's so much faster. And over like 10-20 levels, that makes a significant reduction in the leveling time. Leveling's gonna be faster. Anyways, we're just looking for buzzard meat, basically. Yeah, but I'd say 70% or more of the death clips you see are usually easily avoidable. Most people push bad situations. They get into situations where they just, for whatever reason, they feel like that it's not a dangerous situation or it's manageable, and they end up getting killed. So, but yeah, those disconnects. That's always my fear. Every time I level hardcore, my fear is that I'm gonna die because I disconnect. And my internet provider, the worst part is I tend to play late at night like this, which is really bad because my internet provider likes to do maintenance on the connection every once in a while. And when they do it, they always do it at like 2 or 3 in the morning. So, and so the internet will drop, like, and not come back for like 5 minutes. So that could 100% kill me. So It's not really a good idea for me to to play between the hours of 2 to 4 a.m. probably, but that seems to be when I play a lot. So yeah, that's a. And there was one night that I didn't play. That for whatever reason I didn't jump on at like 2 a.m. I tried to get on around 3 a.m. and my internet was out. And I was like, oh my god, if I'd got on like an hour earlier, I could be dead right now because the internet would have just dropped me. It's one buzzard wing. I think we just need 4 of them.
What's up? Hurry back! Yo! Glad I could help.
Just how much I gotta show, but I figured it out. Two hearts make good friends sometimes. You got in mine. And I gotta get out, finding thoughts inside my head that you got in mine. Just how much I gotta show, I figured it out. Two hearts make good friends sometimes. You got in mine. And I gotta get out, finding thoughts inside my head. You got in Two hearts make good friends sometimes. You got in mine.
Talk to me. Keep it real. Hurry back.
That wasn't worth much experience. 2,000. I was hoping it was going to be at least 3,000. Oh well. A little disappointing, but shoulders are probably worth a little bit. It's 42 silver. Yeah. Any more death clips we can look at? Let's see. We looked at Drizzy's death, which was kind of a silly death. I don't think Rexar is aggressive. At least he better not be aggressive. I'm pretty sure he's like, he always scares me, but pretty sure Rexar is not aggressive. Hmm. Well, this is kind of a bummer. I kind of had hoped to be closer to 40. We can do down the Scarlet Path. Okay, let's just go do down the Scarlet Path. We also have the regions for the Reclaimer's quest, but those mobs are probably going to be pretty high level. Take a peek. These guys are a pain in the butt because they drain my mana. Ah, shit. Here comes the mana drain. I actually feigned justice to avoid his mana burn.
Don't let the dark pull us under.
Fuck me. That's a gold elite. Lord Azrathok there would have just kicked my ass. Would have absolutely annihilated me. He paths through this section here. Fire shield. Is he immune to fire? Yeah, he is. He's immune to my fire trap. Shit. Yeah, I've never liked doing this quest, especially in hardcore, because these mobs are... There's dangerous mobs around here. The elite. And just the fact that these guys drain mana, it's just, I don't know, I just don't like it. I don't like this quest. I've never liked this quest. Also, demons in general are kind of a pain in the ass. In World of Warcraft, the most dangerous enemies are demons and undead, I think. Demons and undeads because they have the most like debuffs. They have all kinds of spells and mind controls, mana burn. Undead can freeze you on blocks of ice. They can debuff you with all kinds of poisons and diseases. That's just crazy.
Kept in the dark, am I so useless? Mouth folded shut, and I'm feeling restless. All the seams erupt, tearing from the inside, jagged little cuts. It feels like war this time. The ground was bare. I tried to drown the emptiness, couldn't turn it off.
So this level 60 hunter in my guild has offered to help, and I will definitely gladly take the help. If she wants to come over and help me take out these demons. Thank you. Where is he? Where is the Lord Azeroth? don't see him. Oof, it's nice that Dylan Tharius swung by to help out. Yeah, this building here has the most. Here's one. Hmm. Oh.
I dream of you at night. Wake up and then you're gone all the time. Lost in you. Lost in you. If only we could fix it, make it all okay. I would tell you something different. I know just what I'd say. All the time in eternity, I would give it all away just to be lost in you, forever lost. Everything you never do, and all you never say, never make it easier to numb out all pain. Not like anything was wrong, it never made it right. You're the one to come on strong, so why am I all alone? Here we go again, the same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart, I'll fake it till I break apart. What's it gonna take to walk away? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail to let me down. Better stay away before I break now. There's nothing more to say. I'm only days away from a meltdown. Now it's getting colder. Driving in my car. Some things never feel the same. Don't know where to start. It's not like this is new to me. I really shouldn't.
Hail to the
care.
night.
It's not like you were there for
Actually,
me.
I'm more
So
of
why
a
do I
morning elf.
still want you here? Here we go again. The same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart. I'll fake it till I break apart. What's it gonna take before I break? Man, some days I hate this town. You never
I think I'm gonna log. It's late. I need to get sleep. I think. Eh. Yeah. I stream most of this. Yeah. Yeah. I.
What brings you here? Be careful.
Just how much I gotta share.
Hey there.
But I figured it out. Two hearts make good friends sometimes. You got in mind.
Have a good one. Looking for something specific? Safe travels.
And I gotta get out. Finding thoughts inside my head that you got in mind. Just how much I gotta share. I figured it out. Two hearts make good friends sometimes. You got in line. And I gotta get out. Finding thoughts inside my head that you
Okay, time to crop. Nick. Alright, so we're out of here, man. That was nice of Lintharia to help me knock out some of those quests, which are very time consuming. Just that Regents and Reclaimers quest would have taken me probably. Oh man, that would have taken me at least 20 to 30 minutes to do that quest, probably. I would imagine. And then the Down the Scarlet Path would have also taken me probably 20, 30 minutes at least. I mean, probably an hour just to knock out those two quests, at least. Maybe longer, who knows. But level 40 is going to help. We get Raptor Strike. We'll be able to use mail armor. Really, the big thing really the next 10 levels for this character are huge because, we're at the point where all of our talent points are now going to be going into our pet. So even though I'm really weak, my pet is going to start getting stronger and stronger with each subsequent level. So, let me look at the talent calculator. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because currently we are... I think 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Currently we are level, let's see, 1, 2. This is what we are currently. So the next 4 levels are all going to be going to Unleash Fury. So my pet's just going to keep getting stronger. Actually, I'm not that. Currently, I'm this because I grabbed Bestial Swiftness because pulling with Bestial Swiftness, this gives you a much greater, quicker engagement. So obviously, it increases your leveling speed. Especially for me, because as a melee hunter, I have to drop my trap, send my pet, pull a mob over my trap. So there's this kind of setup time that takes about 3 to 5 seconds. So having this reduces that by probably about maybe 1.5 seconds per fight. So just, it helps. And then, so the next 5 levels are all going to be Unleash Fury. So, we're going to push our pet's damage up 20%. And then, of course, after that, we're going straight into Ferocity, 5 out of 5. So the next, 10 levels are all just increasing the strength of my pet. And then once we get that, we'll go into Intimidation, grab 2 out of 2 on Bestial Discipline. And then we're going to probably go ahead and finish out, at least get 3 on Aspect of Monkey, 4 here on Frenzy. And then we'll be level 57. And we can probably just finish out Monkey. We may finish out Monkey earlier. But it all depends on if I have better gear. If I have better gear and I have a better weapon, then we're going to want to get Aspect of the Monkey fully fleshed out sooner because we'll be face tanking more. We'll actually be having the mobs hit me so I can proc Mongoose Bite. There's also the other thing we might do is we might move down and grab counterattack, but counterattack just doesn't do much damage. It's like it's nice to have an extra button to press, but my parry is only going to be around 9%, so of course you can proc parry very quickly just by proccing Deterrence. Unfortunately, I think Deterrence is on a pretty lengthy cooldown. maybe a minute, 2 minutes. Anyways, but I don't think that counterattack is really worth the time. I think it's kind of a waste. So we'll go with my normal build, which is basically this build here. Of course, at 60, we'll probably change it up a little bit. We'll respec and we'll grab improved feign death, probably 2 out of 2, because when you're doing dungeons at 60, you do not want your feign death resisted. You do not want your feign death resisted. So we got to respec and grab. You know, we'll drop some points here. We'll probably eventually we can drop some stuff out of Surefoot when we get more hit-based gear. So you know, you'll be doing stuff like this, maybe you know, something like this, where you drop a couple points out of Surefooted to grab improved feign death. At the very least, though, you should have at least 1 point in improved feign death at 60. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. I'm going to bed. Peace out. I'll see you guys later, man. Next time.
It's more or less a sign of age, drawing lines, blue recede to vacant gray. How much time? It's more or less the same, holding, wanting more than this to say, loving, searching, breathe a brand new day, growing, learning, it never goes away, living, being afraid. It's more or less gonna be okay. The start of a new day. More in the way we it's gonna be okay.